Greetings fellow Decepticons, Sound Blaster 1987 here with another Star Wars The Black Series for Book of Boba Fett review. Today I'll be looking at the Wookiee gladiator turned bounty hunter turned higher guard, Black Krrsantan. For those who don't know, Black Krrsantan is a black-furred Wookiee from the planet Kashyyyk who was basically raised in a gladiator pit and became one of the galaxy's most feared hand-to-hand combatants. He would later turn to using his excessively violent tendencies toward crime and bounty hunting and such like, being a mercenary and a hired gun for the Hutts and that kind of thing. As you can see, this is the live-action TV show version from the Book of Boba Fett Disney Plus series, as opposed to the Marvel Comics version, which I haven't currently got for comparison, which was the version where he fought Obi-Wan Kenobi on the sand dunes of Tatooine. I'll bring him in closer for a slightly better look at the fur texture detailing. As you can see, there's a spot on his armour plating here on the back for his rifle to be connected through this square peg here and this slanted square hole on the back of the chest plate. I don't know for certain, but with the way the bandoliers and such like are configured with the shoulder pads, I reckon that Krrsantan's armour here was an extensive retool of the Revenge of the Sith Wookiee Tar Fool figure. So, for size comparison, here is Krrsantan next to Marvel Legends Agatha Harkness from the WandaVision Final Battle. There isn't an Agatha All Along series version of Agatha at the moment, but I'll be reviewing her shortly. Transformers Earthspark Deluxe Class Megatron, the Takara release. Again, I'll be reviewing him at some point in the next couple of weeks. And my previous review subject, Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious. As you can see, Wookiees are quite a bit taller than the standard 6-inch figure. Now, articulation-wise, the sculpting of the fur detail does kind of hamper things a little bit. For example, the excessive length of these rubbery fur dreadlocks at the back here mean that, combined with his beard dreads, he can't move his head side to side all that much, although his head is on a ball joint to allow for such movement. That combined with the shoulder pads making a very limited movement though. There's also a mid-torso ball joint and ab crunch type of thing going on. You've also got universal shoulders, very restricted by the rubbery texture of the shoulder pad armour. No bicep swivel due to the cut of the fur texture detail, but you do get a swivel at the elbow and a single jointed hinged elbow like so. There's also a universal wrist, slight wiggle as well as the usual rotation, and you've got Krrsantan's electrified knuckleduster weapons or brass knuckles type of things painted in there. Then, below the waist, you've got no waist swivel separate from the torso joint, but you do have universal hips, but regrettably, hindered by the rubber sculpting of the fur texture detail on the lower torso and such. Again, no thigh swivel cut due to the fur sculpting, but you do have a, deep knee bend and a swivel around the knee joint, as well as universal ankles. There's also little holes in the bottom of the heels of the feet to peg him onto a display platform, like the ones the McFarlane Toys 7-inch DC and Mortal Kombat figures come with. Which is probably a good idea given the way he can't pose too easily on his own due to the excessive weight of the sculpted plastic and such. And again, there's no toe hinge on these figures because Hasbro don't do that with their 6 inches. Krrsantan can hold his rifle by putting the right hand on the trigger, like so. Takes a bit of finagling to get it in there, but at least it does fit just about. And then, for his standard, just standing there looking menacing pose, you need to get the arms bent in such a way that he can hold the little rail thing on the underside of the weapon with his left hand, like so. Hang on, bear with me a sec. There we go. This is the basic pose that Krrsantan is best known for, just casually holding his weapon ready to aim it at someone that threatens Boba Fett. Krrsantan did originally work for those brother and sister Hutt twins that were cousins of Jabba the Hutt and laid claim to Jabba's palace on Tatooine, and initially sent Krrsantan as a hired guard to kill Boba Fett and take over Jabba's palace for themselves. But after basically, saving his life from a rancor that Boba had been given, Boba ended up hiring Krrsantan himself. That more or less concludes my review of the TV series version of Black Krrsantan from the Star Wars franchise. I've been SadBlaster1987, thanks again for watching. I might get the comic book version to compare with this guy at some point, but until then, my next toy review will be Marvel Legends Agatha Harkness from the WandaVision series. Before that though, my next video altogether will be my January vlog for 2025, when I go over the history of the character of Tommy Oliver from the Power Rangers franchise, from Mighty Morphin to Zeo and Turbo to the Forever Red special to Dino Thunder and beyond. Till then, till all are one, and may the Force be with you always.